Hey, you know that unsettled, restless energy? That feeling where you wake up and everything just feels heavy? Like there's this unseen weight pulling you down with all the things you should be doing. Maybe you're trying to get that morning routine back on track or kickstart a new project, but it just feels like a chore you have to do. And that constant nagging feeling of where I am is not enough just won't quit. I totally get it. Trust me, I'm right here with you. I always feel this deep need to grow and keep pushing forward. But sometimes it's like my brain just won't click into gear the way I want it to. I end up getting mentally stuck, which of course then leaves me feeling physically stuck too. It's so frustrating because I know exactly what to do, but that internal resistance is just there. Most of the time, this feeling is rooted in those old stories, those sneaky shoulds that have taken hold in our minds. I think we've all felt that pressure, right? Like we have to do things just because we're told we should be doing it. And that should word, honestly, it's a silent killer of all of our motivation. It's this paralyzing feeling that almost always comes from an old story or belief you just kind of absorbed over time. So why does this should feeling keep popping up? It usually stems from a few intertwined places, revealing the old stories we've been unconsciously carrying around. First up is often societal conditioning. We're constantly bombarded with all these ideas of success and productivity. Scrolling through perfect social media posts, it's easy to start feeling like you're falling short if you're not constantly optimizing everything. That's a powerful should story right there, you know? And this external pressure eventually leads to internalized criticism. Those messages seep in over time, and suddenly our own inner critic starts echoing the should language, leaving us feeling inadequate instead of genuinely inspired. We also wrestle with the fear of stagnation. That deep desire to grow and elevate, that's totally healthy. But when it's driven by a should instead of a genuine curiosity or excitement, it starts to feel like a heavy burden. It can hide this fear that if you're not constantly moving forward, you're somehow falling behind. And that's definitely another common old story. And then there's often a disconnect from fundamental motivation. When you feel like you need to do something that screams external pressure, but true sustainable action, the kind that lasts, comes from inside you. It's doing something because it genuinely aligns with your values, brings you joy, or feels purposeful. Essentially, those shoulds totally disconnect us from our own powerful internal fuel. That mental and physical stuckness you might be feeling, that's just your system's way of gently nudging you, saying, hey, this isn't truly aligned with your truth. This is just an old story trying to steal your shift. So, how do we actually shift from that paralyzing should energy to a more empowering want or choose mindset? How do we really start practicing the gentle art of unlearning those old stories that have held us back time after time? It's not about forcing yourself or pushing harder, but more about gently shifting your own internal compass. And I've got 3 simple steps here that can truly help you to let go of those old narratives. First, identify the core value, not just the should. For every should you feel, ask yourself, why do I feel I should do this? Keep digging until you hit a core value. Your talk should look something like this. I should have an AM routine. Why? Because it makes me more productive. Why is productivity important to me? Because I value creating and achieving something meaningful. When you connect the action to a deep value, it shifts from an external demand to an internal alignment, helping you unlearn the superficial should. Second, reframe your narrative. This is simple but profound. Actively change your internal dialogue. Instead of, I should work out today, try, I choose to move my body today because it energizes me and supports my well-being. Or, I want to refine my AM routine so I can start my day with clarity and peace. This language shift is so powerful in rewriting those old stories. Third, embrace your enoughness right now. This is critical for releasing old stories of inadequacy. That feeling of not enough is exhausting. Practice moments of radical acceptance. Acknowledge where you are right now as enough. This doesn't mean give up on growth, but releasing the pressure that comes from feeling inadequate. You can affirm, I am enough and I am capable of growth. So, if you're like me, feeling that need to lock in, maybe it's not about rigid consistency defined by someone else. Maybe it's about intentionality, curiosity, and truly finding what actually fuels you, not what a generic guide says should fuel you. Your desire to grow and elevate is a beautiful, powerful part of who you are. By consciously identifying your values and reframing your actions, you can transform that should into a powerful I choose. Remember, you are worthy, you are important, and your growth matters. Enjoy your journey and see you on the next one.